Hey, 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 hey. It's time. We're live, bang on cue. Awesome. 5x5, please. And then we can jog on, can't we? It's the caffeine crew. Drink a nice, strong black coffee first thing in the morning. Let's wait for that. The caffeine crew. Awesome. 5x5, please. Hello. Is there anybody in there? Wow, there's a big old lag this morning. I think YouTube's a bit sleepy. We're waiting for YouTube to wake up. Well, I'm just going to presume you can all see and hear me because no one's said anything. Excuse me. Happy St. George's Day. Oh, my God. Sorry, we're going to burst some bubbles. I'm really sorry. Oh, my God. Oh, well. No 5x5s. Oh, yeah. Squirrel sniper. Oh, a little birdie. Let me thank you for that, dude. I can't do it on. Right. Don't worry. I'll make you a moderator, but I'm gonna have to do it on YouTube after. Hold on. What's this? What's fear mongering? Oh, that's a nice start, wasn't it? Well, do you know what? I'm having such a lovely, positive day. I'm not going to let arseholes like you ruin the show. So, mods, do what you've got to do. We don't need idiots like that in the house. Right. Okay. Yeah. This is quite funny, actually. Oh my God. Let me just show this up. Like St. George's Day. Okay. Right. Here we go. Check this out. St. George wasn't English. Oh my God. St. George might be hailed as a national hero, but he was actually born in the 3rd century AD, more than 2,000 miles away in Cappadocia, modern day Turkey. It was thought that he lived in Lida, modern day Israel, in the Roman province of Palestine, AD 303. It is believed that his tomb was in Lod, the center of a Christian pilgrimage. So he wasn't even English. Wow. He wasn't a knight either. Really? He was a martyr. Okay. Look at this. St. George, he never visited England. He never visited England. So why are we calling him St. George's Day as in an England Day? Unbelievable. I know. I'm really sorry to it just makes me laugh. I know. I'll tell you what. The world is not what you think. It really isn't. Just contemplate hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years of lies, manipulation, and brainwashing. And we're like, oh, where are we? We're waking up. Of course we are. We're waking up with coffee too. And I'll tell you what, that seriously helps. Life is not what you think, boys and girls. It absolutely is not. Coffee.
You want some coffee? That's a good idea. Hey, look.
Absolutely. Coffee. Well, we got 182 people in here. I think we're going to have a bit of a laugh this morning. And I was looking at the comments earlier, and it's cool because, to be honest, I'm doing this completely free flowing, no notes, no idea what to do. So I thought I'd monitor the chat and see what you guys are talking about. So I was scrolling up. Oh, Run to the Woods. Hey, Andy, good to see you, buddy. Wow, it's been a while. Awesome. Yeah, I'm doing a new thing, 7:30 every morning for the next couple of weeks, like the coffee club. Whether I'm going to do it Saturday and Sunday, I don't know, but definitely weekdays. So I did notice some people in the chat earlier saying about the weather. Okay, interesting. Let's have a quick look at the weather then, seeing as that you guys were talking about the weather. Oh, where is it? Here we are. This one, look at this. The winter 2024, the one we just come out of, is in the top 10 warmest and the wettest for the UK. A mean average of 5.29 degrees C. across 3 months, making it provisionally the 5th warmest winter on record. The warmest winter on record. Now, the thing is, when you look at certain plants, etc., they, some of them, believe it or not, require a good hard frost to sort of kick them into shape, as it were. So when you don't have that, it affects all sorts of things. But not only that, with all of the rain we've been having, oh my God, let me know in the live chat, any of you guys who have been seeing unseasonably high, ridiculous, retarded levels of rainfall. I don't know, since this time last year. Yeah, frick it, 12 months. Have we had enough rain in 12 months? The prepper meat, that was just washed right out. A mate of mine who organised the Shropshire show, completely washed out. It's a nightmare. Not joking. We've had so much rain, it's retarded. Yeah, squirrel sniper. Oak trees require frost. Very interesting. I like the way that our minds connect, boys and girls. Absolutely. Let's just go conscious on this, shall we? Yeah, we're talking about the weather. Now we're talking about trees. So what have we been seeing? Ash dieback. Okay. When you look at the ash tree, it is one of the most popular, most used, useful trees that we've got in the UK. Unbelievable. Ridiculous. It's the only tree which you can process, which takes the shortest amount of time to absolutely season and dry for firewood. It's a fact. You can cut an ash tree down. 6 months later, you can be burning it. Not many trees can do that, especially dense trees like oak. It's so full of water, it's so heavy, it takes years and years to dry oak properly so you can burn it efficiently. Okay, otherwise you're just going to have loads of smoke, not much heat. It's just pretty much a non-starter. So oak trees. Now, I was told by someone recently who deals with a lot of trees. He said, "Have you heard about southern oak death? Have you heard about that?" So not only is this country losing lots and lots and lots of ash trees, which, in my opinion, and many others adhere to this, is one of the most common popular trees for wood that we can ever use in the UK. Oak trees, there you go. All of the battleships and warships that were built back in the day with Nelsons, etc., all of them were built by English oak, solid, hardcore wood. Some of the cottages and buildings that we've been seeing, like 400 or 500 years old, still got the oak work in the roofs, etc. So oak, solid. Now, oak trees require frost. We've not really had much frost, but not only that, southern oak death. I'm not joking. It's a bit of a thing. So yeah, it's interesting because they don't want people to burn wood because it's bad for the environment. I'll tell you what is really bad for the environment though, which isn't natural at all. And it's this: chemtrails. How many of us wake up in the morning and we see lovely blue skies only to see a few of these little things? And then all of a sudden, we start seeing noughts and crosses in the sky, etc. I don't care what you think about this. If you believe that all of this is normal and natural and it's just water in the sky, I can really genuinely put it to you that you are mildly retarded. Yep, I don't care. This is undeniable now. It's crazy. And here we are. Here's a glimpse inside a chemtrail plane. Look at this. And I've had arguments with people online saying, I've worked in the aircraft industry. This is ballast. So when we build a new plane, we put all of this stuff inside. We fly it to test it to make sure it's all balanced where the seats are. Do you know what I say to that? Bullshit. There's no way that you're going to build an aircraft and put all of this kit and equipment and servers and wire it all up just to fly it to do some tests, only to take it all out again and put seats in it. I call 100% mind control bullshit on that. This is an aircraft which has been stripped out. I have actually worked in the aircraft and avionics industry. I've actually been in commercial jets before they put the seats in, wiring up all the electrics, etc. And there's no way, I'm telling you now, there's no way that they are going to install all of this kit to do a few flights and to take it all out again. No way. Do you realize how much that's going to cost? So that is one common thing which people are saying, which I call absolute bullshit. All right. It's nuts. Look at all these lovely, wonderful chemicals which they are putting on these planes. It's sickening, boys and girls. And it's pretty crazy that the truth is starting to come out now at long last. We have been talking about all of this for a long, long time. Okay. And yes, most of us have it right. These are military planes. Okay. Now, I am thinking along the lines of what sort of sick individual is going to be flying these planes and doing this sort of crap to the sky. So maybe a few pilots have said, you know what, I realise what's going on. I don't want to take part in all this. I'm just going to leave. Okay, I'm not going to do it no more. That's admirable. That's fine. And it's a very nice thing to do. But think about this. What about autopilot? Yeah, automated planes. You don't need a human being on a plane, whether it's a two-seater or an airliner. You can take that plane off and you can land it and you can fly it without any human beings in there. So why wouldn't you just program the controls, fill it up with chemicals, and just launch it? Off it goes. It just does its patterns all over the place. And guess what? Yes, it's crazy. It's what's changing our weather. Do you know what? If there was no chemtrails in the sky, we would have nice blue skies, which we always used to have when we was kids. Don't forget, I challenge anyone who thinks that chemtrails is a conspiracy theory. Look at photographs before 1990. Show me chemtrails in the sky. You can't. Why? Because they didn't start doing it until the early 90s. That's fact. So if these aeroplanes have been flying around in the sky, doing the same flight patterns for 30, 40, 50 years, why did the lines start appearing in the 90s and not before? How can that happen? Do you know what? When you tell people that, they have a mind fart. They don't know what to do. So yeah, we are in the apocalypse. Now, I know some people get freaked out when you hear that word, and it's understandable because we've all been brainwashed for a long, long time. The word apocalypse means to unveil. That's all it means. Apocalypse doesn't mean the end of the world, the end days. It doesn't. Go and check it out for yourself. Apocalypse means unveiling. So we are in a time now where the truth is being unveiled to the masses. Some people wake up slowly. Some people get out of bed like that. Hey, I'm awake. Diddly-dee. So all we can do is let people wake up naturally. Okay, as painful and as hard as it is because of all of the suffering, you know, people have died over the years because of it. It's, of course, it's unfortunate and it's disgusting, but we have to rely on this to be a natural awakening. Okay, so we can plant seeds, we can talk to strangers and try to get them to think and question things, because at the end of the day, that's what we need to do. We need to question things. Okay. So many people just blindly admit what they're told without even thinking. Do you know how sad and scary that is? That's the sort of stuff they was doing in communist China years ago. It's frightening. It's absolutely frightening. So you won't believe the amount of mind control out there. So the reasons, get this, the reasons why they are spraying all of this crap in the sky is to protect us from the heat of the sun. Wow, how dare they interfere with the natural cycle between Earth and the sun? How dare they? How dare they? Do they think they're supreme human intelligence? Really? No, they're thick. They're following orders. They just take the money because, wow, when you put money before human beings and the quality of the planet, you are really evil, retarded, and messed up. Unfortunately, these people have risen to positions of power all around the planet. And if you think I'm talking crazy, fine, go back to sleep. It's okay. Wake up when you want to, but the rest of us are going to be inspiring and encouraging people to think for themselves, because if you can't, someone's going to think for you. And what if that person thinking for you is an evil git? Guess what? You're going to end up in a bad way, mate. Simple as that. So speaking of all that sort of thing, I checked my emails this morning, and I had an email from a friend of mine now. You might know him as a DJ. His name is Danny Rampling, and he wants to do another video. So we're going to be doing that. If you don't know, I made a little intro for him because I used to DJ myself. This is one of his tunes I remixed.
The fact is, I'm just crackers about you.
When I played that on him, when he come on, he was pissing himself. It's really good fun to have Danny Rampling on the show, and yeah, we're going to get him on real soon. So don't forget, if you're subscribed, make sure you've got your notifications on, because if you don't, you're not going to be in that live stream. And if we got some time, feel free to ask Danny a few questions. If you don't already know, Danny's been a famous, pretty much DJ in the UK. He's held the top DJ for Radio 1. He's had like viewers of like 2 or 3 million people every single weekend. You know, most people have heard the name Danny Rampling, so it's really cool that we got people like him speaking about the stuff which I talk about, and it's really good because I would say if you had to describe Danny, he would be famous because lots of people know him. It's just how it is. So the more famous people that we have speaking the truth about what's actually going on, the better. Why? Because lots of people look up to famous people. Whether you agree, whether we disagree, whether you like it or not, it's just how it is. Okay. David Beckham, there you go. He's a famous guy. He just put some Brill cream on his hair. Lots of people look up to him. And guess what? Millions of people go out and buy Brill cream because they are influenced by him. We need more famous people to speak the truth. We really do. What's this? Rambling. Yay. I don't know what that means. His name's Rampling, not Rambling. Sorry. Maybe people in America just never heard of him. But yeah, he's quite a famous dude over here. I'm going to come out of the chat because it's friggin' it's a bloody nightmare. Oh, God. Well, we got 362 people in the house right now. Oh, how many people are chilling out right now?
Hi, man.
What are you doing?
I'm drinking wine and eating cheese and catching some rays, you know.
Oh, dearie me. Right, let me see what we got here. This was quite funny. I think it was John Baxter said, this is a good time for people to look at the news. So, okay then, mate, let's just roll with what the people want. And this is the news today by the Left Guardian. Oh, my God. So all of the liberals, all of these lunatics buy this crap. And this is what they are telling people. Look at this. Electric and hybrid car sales to rise to a new global record. Really? Do you see thousands and thousands of cars plugged in the street charging up their electric cars? I don't. That's just a photograph. But yeah, there are top car manufacturers who are putting back the rollout of electric cars for at least 5 years. I've done a video on it already. 2030, 2035, 2040. One of them was 2070. I think it's Hyundai, but I can't remember. So yeah, I would call bullshit on this. I don't think electric car sales have hit a new global record. I really don't. I think lots of people are waking up to the idea that these EV vehicles are indeed a pile of shit, pretty much. So you have to, before you go to bed, after a hard day's work, you've got to go outside in the rain, you've got to plug your car in, and when you wake up in the morning, you've got to hope that it's fully charged. And then you've got hope that you don't get stuck in traffic. You've got hope that it doesn't get really cold, so you put the heating on. Because that would drink your battery like crazy. The most easiest way to try and get people to understand this is batteries do not like cold. Okay? Why is it that cars fail to start sometimes in the winter? Because the batteries are cold. Batteries hate the cold. So why the hell would you want to replace a perfectly good vehicle which runs on petrol and diesel, why would you want to replace it with something like that? Because a battery has only got a limited amount of charge cycles. And once them charge cycles have been met, the battery power capacity diminishes. So you only get 80% capacity, then 60, then 40, then pretty much, it's going to take longer to charge it than to drive it, which in that case is a non-starter. What happens to that car? You got to take the battery out. Wow, do you know how easy it is to take a battery out of an electric car? You got to take the whole thing apart pretty much. So that takes time. Then you got the battery to come out. And then what do you do with it? Do you just bury it in the ground? It's ridiculous. It's one of the most retarded things ever. And then you've got that newspaper trying to convince people that it's a world record that people are buying these things. So basically, does that mean that the majority of the people on the planet who are buying new vehicles are so retarded that they're buying electric ones because they believe by default that they are going to save the planet? The planet doesn't need saving. It doesn't. I'll tell you what the planet does need. It needs ridden of these globalist bastards at the top who are hell-bent on ruining everything. Everything. Let me tell you this. The UN Agenda 2050 wants to remove all carbon from the atmosphere. Do you know what that would absolutely do? It would kill all living things on the planet. All living things require carbon to live. So if you remove all of the carbon, animals, plants, us, we're done. So why would anyone want to contribute towards such a retarded thing? They are using weather manipulation. There is tons of ways you can manipulate the weather. We've already just seen chemtrails, and that absolutely puts lots of heavy metals into the atmosphere, ruining soil, depleting plants, all of the rest of it. It's a nightmare, but yeah, they carry on doing it. So what can we do to stop chemtrails? The only thing I can think, the only way to do it, I would guess, is people to go into these air bases and physically just destroy these aircraft. That's the only way I can see of doing it, unless you are part of a highly skilled organization where you can hack into these systems and just prevent them from moving or taking off or whatever it is. Because all of the time that these planes are taking off and spraying that crap in the sky, the planet is getting cooler. They are trying everything they can to cool the planet because they believe the planet's heating up because of the sun, and we need to protect ourselves from the sun, because if it keeps on heating up, it's going to melt the ice and the sea levels are going to rise. What a load of bullshit. Oh, I'm not joking. It's absolute bullshit. How many people live on the coast and how many people have been underwater in the last 50 years? None. Every single 10 years since the 50s, 70 years now, every 10 years it's the same. We've got to stop these polar ice caps melting because all of the people living around the coast of all of the continents around the whole planet are going to be underwater. It's going to be devastating. The biggest crock of bullshit I've ever heard. And they are using this theme to do all sorts of things. What about banking? Yeah. Have you got a percentage of what you buy has to go to pay to offset your carbon usage? What does that mean? Okay, then. I've explained this before. What about if you was to go and buy a TV right now, a television set? I don't know, a 40-inch telly, something like that, and it costs you, say, £300 or less. Okay, that's not a bad deal considering what you actually get if you watch telly, of course. So you bring that home and you open it all up and you look at every single component, every single thing that makes up that television. Do you know how many parts that go into a 40-inch TV screen? There's going to be thousands and thousands of little bits, little screws, bits of plastic, bits of glass, bits of components, circuit boards, buttons, you name it. Now, think for a second. How much energy would it cost to produce all of those individual parts? A hell of a lot. You add it all up, and I would say in 10 years from now, you go and buy a 40-inch TV, you're looking at about £10,000. Why? Because of all of the carbon it's going to cost in energy to produce it. That's where we're going with this. So the bottom line is the rich get rich and the poor get poor. The middle class gone. The middle class are going to be poor, like all the rest of us. And you're going to have a very few, and I mean only a few thousand at the end, at the very, very top. The rest will be literally poor, weak, ill, whatever. Okay, it's crazy. That's pretty much where they want to go with all of this stuff. Now, it's crazy because I didn't really want to be talking about all of this stuff because it's a bit horrible and frightening. So what can we do about this? Well, when you're stressed out, you can break things. Yeah, of course. Think about it. All of the stress that you got inside you, all of that anger, it has to come out. It really does. Now, I remember seeing some stuff online a few years back that you can pay to go into a house, and it's just got like Welsh dressers everywhere with crockery, and you get a baseball bat, and you can go in there and smash the whole place up if you wanted to. You just paid them 20 quid or whatever it is, go in there and smash it all up. Because people feel that they need to get so much anger out of them because they are frustrated, furious, and pissed off with how everything's going, only to see idiots who are buying it all, believing it all, and then contributing to make it worse. I know, it's like I'm saying, people are asleep and people are awake. Pretty much it. And we are wanting to think that more people slowly are waking up now. Because when you look at the amount of change, when you look at how corrupt and buggered everything is, it's just a matter of time. So what do we got? Go to the gym. Yeah, you can go to the gym if you want. I don't go to the gym. I've got the outdoors. I can go out there. I can put a backpack on. I can walk up some mountains. I can do some pull-ups on a tree. It don't cost a penny. And I'll get some nice, clean, fresh air. What I don't like about gyms is you got to pay. There's lots of like dirt, sweat, germs, farts. There's lots of people showing off, taking selfies. It's just a freaking joke, really. I just prefer to keep fit on the outdoors. Because, Chris, go camping. Yeah, do you know what? I've been camping for ages. I found this beautiful woodland. And I'm not joking. I've done an overnight video on there. It was an amazing place, and me and my partner Rachel, we went there not that long ago, and the whole lot has been cut down. It's, oh my god, it's heartbreaking because it was one of the most beautiful woodlands that me and indeed my partner have ever been in, and we pretty much had free reign in there. We could do whatever we want. I've never saw a single soul in there. A few little tracks from horses going through now and again, but I've never seen anyone with my own eyes there, and I've been there tons of times. But that's gone. That was another thing. We've been seeing lots of trees being just decimated all over Wales and in England as well. I've been traveling over to England, and my God, it's crazy what's going on. The amount of trees that they're cutting down, it's nuts. So yeah, I like to go to the woods. I love it. But I've got to find some new ones now. I'm going to see a woodland very soon, early next week actually, to hook up with a mate of mine. So yeah, going camping is a good thing. Someone said thin ice, carp fishing. Well, do you know what? If it helps and it relaxes people, great. Personally, I don't see the point. I couldn't sit there all day, not catching anything. But if I do, I won't like the taste of river fish. I hate it. I'm a Pompey boy on the coast, so I like seafood myself, a sea fish. But you know, whatever floats your boat, because we're all different. See, so if that works, that's really, really good. It's just going through the chat. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds singing that, so I'll probably not with this microphone. But no, just to let you know, there will be a live stream tonight. It's going to be for between half an hour to an hour, and that's going to be at 7 o'clock. So if you're at a loose end or whatever, 7 p.m. tonight, we're going to go live. We have got some... Oh. Hello. You must have been and gone. Yeah, no worries. I was just telling the guys and girls about the woodland when it all got cut down. Disgusting, wasn't it? Here we go. Someone else agrees. My 2 up, 2 down castle. River fish taste of mud. Yeah, I know. I don't like it. It's really bland, isn't it? It's just got no flavour and it's muddy. But anyway, The Union flag is an establishment flag. Yeah, exactly. He's right. 100% that flag behind me. The only reason I do that is because when people new come to my channel, it's a really quick, easy way to explain where I'm at. So that's the only reason. So I'm not going to put the Welsh flag up there because if people watching from Australia, they might not even know what a Welsh flag looks like, but they'll certainly know what the Union Jack looks like. If you want to call it a Union flag, fine. When I was at school, they said to us it's the Union Jack, and right or wrong, I'll call it the Union Jack. And I know you can only call it that if it's on a naval vessel, but I don't give a shit. Right or wrong, I'm calling it the Union Jack anyway, because we're all free to do what we want to. We don't have to do as we're told. So, oh, John. Ha! Slave to no man. Yes, will do, mate. I'll give you a bell, John, if you're still in the house, mate. I should have done it on Sunday, but man, I needed a break. I was doomed. I'm going to give you a call soon, dude. That's my mate, Slave to No Man, who's doing lots of freeze-dried food for preppers where we can trade. We don't have to use money. It's an awesome place. And at some point, I'm going to get down there and do some filming to show you guys what's going on. It's probably one of the only prepper, barter, trade places going in the UK. John and myself, we see ourselves as a bit of pioneers. We like to start new things. And this is John's baby. Not going to take it from him. He's done really well. And I'm going to help push it to get people there because it's awesome. Right. I'm going through the live chat. It's hilarious. You guys are fantastic.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Do you know what? I saw someone in Australia earlier because they got a different time zone completely, and I was saying good morning, and they're saying good evening. I say, well, I drink coffee in the morning. Them guys drink booze, so
We ain't got no booze. We ain't got no booze.
So yeah, let me just check. Ah, do you know what? Where is it? This is Craig. Let me see. When they cut tree roots, release water, chemtrail. Do you know what? That's really interesting because I've been saying this for a while. When you've got lots of slopes like we got in Wales, lots of mountains and hills, right? All of the trees are planted like this. So when you cut all of the trees down, the trees are gone, and we've had record amounts of rainfall. So what happens? Okay, when you've got the root system literally holding all of that slope soil together, when the trees get cut down, then root systems are done. They're slowly rotting and dying away, especially with the rain. So we are absolutely going to see a massive uptick in landslides here in the UK. Where you see all of these trees being cut down on slopes, absolutely. Because I foresee we are going to get even more rain than what we've been getting. Because don't forget, they can absolutely make it rain anywhere in the world for as long as they want. They can. The technology has existed for a long time. A long, long time. So, some of you saying about the funny stuff. Oh my God. Do you remember when we had the they tried the LTN lark in London and all the rest of it, when they put in those tree planters in the roads? Look at this.
Nobody ever goes in. Nobody ever comes out.
Nobody ever comes out. You don't want to drive around them places. Bloody ridiculous. Who remembers those bloody tree planters? Oh, I'm not joking. It's an absolute frigging shit show. It really is. It's crazy. We just look at some of the comments on here. Oh, dear. Darren, yes, fair shout. Has anybody seen the rain in Dubai lately? I am not joking. It's biblical, mate. It is unbelievable. I've been to Dubai, and I'll tell you what, that place is drier than a snake's ass. To see that amount of rain where cars are underwater, the whole subway is completely underwater with water coming out everywhere. The whole place got absolutely drowned, big style. So yeah, fair shout for bringing that to everyone's attention if you haven't seen it already. Oh, there you go. Never a truer word spoken. Well, Melios, absolutely. You mess with Mother Earth, mate, you are literally poking a hornet's nest. That is going to be insane. Cloud seeding. Yeah, I know. I am not joking. Everlasting gobstopper. Yeah. Oh, so someone likes Willy Wonka. Okay.
What is this, Wonka? Some kind of fun house?
Why, having fun?
Haha, just a fun house. You having fun? I am. It's crazy. What a mad way to start the day. Honestly, no matter what happens, okay, we need to keep our positive mental attitude. That's it. That is the secret to navigating through this frigging crazy clown world. It really is the easiest thing to do. No matter how crazy it is, just step back, look at it, and just go, wow, still alive. How cool is that? Just be grateful. That is a really good thing to do. I'm not joking. Be grateful for what you've got. There's people out there with no arms, no legs. There's people out there who live on the streets. There's people who've got zero money. There's people who are in big trouble. Big trouble. So, yeah, there's always going to be someone worse than what you are. So if you're feeling a bit low, don't worry. You got this. And the good thing about it, this community is so cool. We love to support each other. And, you know, if you are feeling in a bad place, just tune into a live stream and we can all catch up in the chat, and it's going to make you feel like you're not alone, right? So it's really good. I'm so proud of this community I've built up for years. The people in here are amazing. Pedro, HARP, yeah, of course. The High Aurora Advanced Research Project is what it stands for. That is absolutely true. There's one in Wales. Did you know that? Yep, I've done videos on it. There is a HARP facility in Wales, not far from Aberystwyth. You can check it out on Google. You don't believe me? Go and have a look. Loads of people think I'm just making this up, but I'm not. It's crazy. Wow, Stuart. Look at this. I have 3 arms and 3 legs. Really? No, that can't be.
Who do you think you are?
Honestly, mate, 3 arms and 3 legs. Bonkers. You guys. Oh, dear. So who have we got in the house? Let me see who we got in the house. Wow, we got Rachel, my partner, awesome, of course. The Sphinx was completely underwater. Yeah, of course. We got Dan Do Pal Die Demon Army Soldier. My God, was you on acid when you chose that name? Bonkers. How do anyway? It's wicked. We got Ashley. Good to see you, sir. Always good to see Ash in the house. We got New World Order Sloth Bite. Freaking hell, some people are absolutely off their tits when they're choosing their names. Good to see you. The names are bloody, oh my God, this is crazy. There we go. There's Colin T. There you go. Very straightforward. Good to see you, Colin. John Baxter, of course. The French Day Carbon. That guy is good. Crazy, honestly. Politics channel. Oh, politics. My advice, take a break from politics unless you want to. I had a friend of mine who was heavily into politics. He read Private Eye. He was on the left. And do you know what I saw? He spent the majority of his adult life arguing against other people's opinions. So my advice, when I see politics channel, just try and distance yourself, have a break from it, because it's just all about opinions and it's a fucking shit show, to be fair. Call me a tripod. You're a tripod, Stuart. Oh my God. I don't know what a black flag is. Not the black flag of Islam. Please, for the love of God, I don't want to see that.
No comedians, please.
Right. Okay, I think we're going to wrap this up for this morning caffeine session. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about these little morning things. Is it a good idea? Is it bullshit? Is it boring? Is it funny? Is it whatever? Let me know, because it's something new and we are just literally running with it. It's completely unplanned. Anything can happen. So we've been rolling for 40 minutes now. I've got stuff to do. Thanks as ever to people who are supporting the channel. There's links below, as always. Check it out. There's lots of deals going on. If you want to save some pennies, it's all good. The live stream, the newsletter went out yesterday, over 6,000 now. And the next one's going to go out next Monday, next week. So if you're not signed up to the newsletter, it is below. Click on there, name and email. That's it. Doesn't even have to be your real name. Okay, make one up, like lots of you guys have done already. Crazy. Some of the names in there are bonkers. I'm not kidding. And extra special thanks to all of the moderators here. You guys are amazing, and I'm so pleased to see some of you, just take part on a regular basis. It's really, really helpful, because there's always going to be cocks in the chat. There's always going to be people who just disagree with everything, to like to stir up shit. So yeah, just block them. I don't give a rat's ass. Just block them. Don't feel bad about it. It's cool. I've blocked thousands since I've started this channel. Why? Well, because I've got no time for bullshit. Life's too short. So you guys take care. Don't forget, 7 o'clock tonight. 7 o'clock tonight. Don't forget. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. Stay funky.